Dear friends, dear colleagues, we are happy to see you again in our new episode of BG Dental Tips. This time we will be speaking about a very controversial topic that is dedicated to dry preparations. Before we will start giving you protocol, actually step-by-step protocol, I would like to remind you not to forget to put likes to this video, to share this video with your colleagues, and to follow us if you haven't followed us before. Let's go. Okay, so dry preparations, a very controversial topic, as I mentioned, because a lot of colleagues, they still very afraid about this kind of stuff that you can see on your screen. By the way, I'm just presenting you some episode of the so-called dry preparation. So our colleagues are confused that how can we do this type of preparations without harming the pulp, if there will be pulpitis, periodontitis, or anything that may be in a worst scenario dealing with tooth vitality. And now I would like really to share with you some tips and tricks to help you to understand that this type of preparations are very safe if you will follow these rules. So first of all, we need to understand the process of preparation has to be done in a proper way. So basically we have protocol. The protocol is 4 steps. Our protocol, let's say, our protocol that we teach and we follow in our practice, in our academy, is actually 4 steps. And you can see this protocol on your screen. By the way, you can make a screenshot and to put like again, because that's very useful information and will help you to organize your clinical process. Anyways, we can see that we have 4 steps, and step 1 and step 2 are invasive steps of preparations that are essential to create everything we want for our dental technician, let's say. So basically after step 1 and step 2, the goals of preparations have to be completed, like space for the restoration, aesthetic transitions, and insertion path for the restoration. So everything has to be done after step 1 and step 2. And as you can see, step 1 and step 2 are performed with a relatively high speed. What does that mean? That we have to use water in that kind of cases, because for sure if you are going with a high speed, you can really have a huge risk to get pulp necrosis. And then we have step 3 and step 4 that are actually final stages of preparations that having an aim to make the preparation smooth, including finish lines. So basically finish lines have to be done at the stage 2 before. Let me show you in the details how does it look like. So step 1, it's initial preparation. If we speak about veneer preps or crown preparations, in aesthetic cases we do it through the mock-up. So we have the mock-up, we take depth cutting board, we make grooves, then we remove mock-up, and then we start to remove the areas that are pointed with a marker lines, for example. So that's step 1, supragingival preparation. That's important. No finish lines at this moment. Then we do step 2. And the step 2 is still with a relatively high speed, which means it's less than 100,000 RPM, but it's from, let's say, 50 to 100,000 RPM. Pretty high speed to make the pulp necrosis. So we can see that we use water, and during this stage we perform our margins, our finish lines. But I would like to highlight one interesting thing, and you can see this on the screen. So when we use this stage with the water and we do finish line, even with a microscope, as you can see here, the visual control over finish line is not that perfect. So we can see them, I mean finish lines, but not that precise as we want them to be. So basically our visual control is relatively lightly restricted, okay? But let's say we have to do this and we have to complete the task of the preparation at this stage 2. It's done everything. And then we go for step 3. I'm just not showing you step 3 because step 3 is just disc, like a Soflex or anything, with a low speed, just make everything, all transitions smooth. And now it's a step 4, actually dry preparation, but it's not preparation because everything was done before. This is just refining or smoothening the finish lines. And this is what we can see here with a very perfect visual control. And to make this process safe, we have to follow rules that I will show you right now. So here are our rules. Low speed means less than 20,000 RPM. Then you have to have electric motor for sure, not turbine, electric motor with a predictable speed and precise speed. Then we have to get our air cooling you can get your air cooling from the handpiece, from the motor itself. There are some dental units, I think that most of them, they're relatively new ones, they have this function like when you switch off the water spray from the handpiece, but you can switch on extra air cooling from the motor itself. So instead of water, you will have from your handpiece, you will have the air spray. Okay, if you don't have this function, your assistant can help you. So assistant may take the water air syringe and just dry some air during the process of this let's say preparation. Then no pressure on the bore, everything has to be super gentle, no forcing, no pressure, and interruptive movements, which means you get some cooling from the air spray from your system and also from the electric motor. So if you will follow these rules, your dry preparations will be your actually helpers, because dry preparation will give you possibility to get superiorly precise control over the process of the preparation. But the old preparations, the main preparations, were done at the stage 1 and stage 2. So this is safe, low speed, air spray, no pressure, gentle interruptive movements, and everything will be super fine. Please tell me in your comments if you use dry preps in your practice, or if you will do it. Just share your experience and share your feedbacks after this video, and I hope that this will be very helpful and you will get your preparations very precise. Thanks for watching us, and may the dental force be with you.